In this section, we're going to do configuration of features. This is chapter 10 in your book. If you remember earlier in the semester, I showed you how to do this manually. I'm going to review that now. The first step would be to go to the configuration tab. You select the top line and you right click and add a configuration. We'll call this config 1. And we back up with a feature tree, and you would select the features that you don't want to show. So I've selected everything except the 2 planks, and I would just suppress them. Now the full configuration shows all of them. Configuration 1 just shows the 2. We continue to do this to get all the configurations we want, but I won't waste your time, and we'll just reload this and do it as they are in the book using tables. Okay, now over in the feature tree, we will right click on the left panel and we will say configure feature, and then we will double click on each of the features we are going to control, which in this case is all of them. Make sure that each feature shows up. A new column is created for each one. We'll call this process plan, and we'll save it. We'll leave default as default for now, and we'll call this step 1. And step 1 will suppress everything except the left panel and the right panel. And we'll create step 2. And step 2 will be everything except it'll be these 2, and this will show. Step 3 will be everything except the bottom pattern. So the lower plank, and the bottom pattern. And then we're going to call the top one step 4. And we'll say OK. We'll save that, apply it, OK. Now we can drag this down so we can look at the feature tree and the configuration panel at the same time. So step 4 is everything there. Step 1 is just the 2 ends. Step 2 has the first set of planks. Step 3 has the back wall, and step 4 is completed. Let's drag this down to the bottom. So now they're all in order. Now in our next step, we're going to create a design table where we'll actually make some additional changes. Okay, so what we'll do now is we will do an insert tables, design table. This will automatically create a table with the information from the other table we made with the suppressed parts. This is an Excel worksheet that's built into SolidWorks. We're going to come over here and we're going to add a column. And in that column, we're going to put $library material at, and then the file name, configure features. And then down here, this one will be SolidWorks materials. There is an S on the end, even though it's not in the book. And then the material name. And we're going to copy this down. And we're going to change the material for each one. So we'll leave the first one as cedar. The second one is going to be pine. This may not be what they have, but this is what I'm doing. This one will be oak. And this one will be maple. And then we'll exit this. There we go. Step 1. Step 1, our material is cedar. Step 2, it's pine. Step 3, it's oak. Step 4, it's, I can't remember, I guess that's maple. It doesn't change up here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it does say maple, cedar, pine, oak, and maple. And that's it for this one.